disciple, he was the one Jesus loved. That's how he described himself in John 13 verse 23. Now there was leaning on Jesus' bosom one of his disciples, whom Jesus loved. It wasn't arrogance, it was identity. John didn't define himself by his accomplishments, his past, or his failures, but by the love of Christ. This was the same John who once asked to call fire down from heaven on a Samaritan village. Luke 9 verse 54. He wasn't always gentle. He was passionate, intense, and at times impatient. But Jesus saw through the thunder and called out the tenderness. Love didn't suppress John's fire, it sanctified it. He went from son of thunder to the apostle of love because that's what happens when you walk closely with Jesus. Have you already clicked on the like button and subscribed to the channel? This helps us understand that you are enjoying our videos and YouTube is sending you more. We count on your help. Let's go back to the video. John wasn't just transformed by love, he was trusted by it. At the cross, while others ran, John stayed. And Jesus, in his final moments, looked down and entrusted his mother to him. Woman, behold your son. Behold your mother. John 19 verses 26 to 27. That wasn't just responsibility, it was relationship. John had proven that intimacy wasn't seasonal for him. He didn't follow from a distance. He leaned in. He stayed close. That's why decades later, on the island of Patmos, Jesus chose John to receive the final revelation. Alone and exiled, he wasn't forgotten. In Revelation 1 verse 10, John says, I was in the Spirit on the Lord's day, proving that even in isolation, intimacy can still ignite revelation. John's writings carry the wisdom of a life shaped by closeness. In 1 John 4 verse 8, he writes, Whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love. That's not just theology, that's testimony. John had seen love walk, speak, bleed, rise. He knew that real transformation doesn't come from knowledge alone, but from abiding, from remaining. That's why he later wrote, Abide in me and I in you, echoing Jesus' words in John 15 verse 4. The fruit of John's life wasn't flashy, but it was faithful. He lived long, loved deeply, and left words that still awaken hearts today. The life of John teaches us something the modern world forgets. That legacy doesn't come from speed, strategy, or spotlight. It comes from proximity to Jesus. He didn't chase a platform, he cherished presence. And because of that, his voice still echoes. If you want a life that outlives you, live like John. Lean on Jesus. Stay near the cross. Remain in his word. Because those who stay close will be trusted with revelation. And in a world of noise, heaven is still speaking to those who are listening.